What's up, gangsters? How about some late night minutes of random? I don't normally do these things at night at all, much less late at night. So I don't know. This might not even work. Why am I deciding to do it now? Well, it's because of this. So, this little thing. I am just so curious about this little Arma Hobby P-51 BC Mustang in 1/72nd scale. I came home with this from the IPMS Nationals in Omaha because reasons, and it's just this tiny, interesting little box. And lots of people that have seen it have said that it's a really beautiful kit. I am pretty sure that honestly, in my entire scale modeling journey, I have never built 1/72nd. So I'm just super curious. I want to check it out, and I wasn't going to do it without you guys. I'm just a giver like that. All right, so let's have a look. First of all, you notice that the box art is pretty cool. It's got this really nice rendition of Ding Hao on the front. Yeah, super cool. Yeah, I like it. If you're all about the box art, then you should definitely enjoy this. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the tape while I'm right here, and then we'll flip it over and take a look at the back. All right, this is pretty cool. It's got, these are all of your color options, the markings that are included with the kit. You get 6. I assume the decal sheet's gonna cover all these. So these are pretty neat. I mean, these are, these are interesting, and there's some pretty good variety, whether you like the bare metal Mustang. There were not a lot of the B or C models. If you don't know, the difference between the B and the C was really just where they were built. The B model Mustang was built in the Inglewood, California plant. The C model Mustang was built in the Dallas plant, but otherwise they were the same aircraft. Anyhow, so you got this one with the Malcolm hood, and of course, Ding Hao being flown by James Howard is a very famous Mustang, and that's pretty cool. You got these bare metal options. You got a couple of British Mustangs. Of course, they were not called P-51s with the Brits, Mustang Mark III. So anyway, that's pretty cool. And then lastly, down here at the bottom, you've got this one. I think this is pretty neat, Snooky. I think I've even seen reference photos of that aircraft. So very cool. And I just realized that some of these are fillet-less. See right here at the tail? Most B or C model Mustangs are gonna be filletless, but look at this one, okay? That one has the fillet. So that must mean, oh, and this one does too. So that must mean the kit has options. So let's get in there and find out. Now, this is one of these side opening boxes, which I'm gonna just say it, I'm not a big fan of, but also not gonna, obviously not gonna be a deal breaker. I mean, what are you gonna do? Refuse to buy a great kit just because it's in the wrong kind of box? Probably not. Anyhow, so here we go. Let's see how we are doing with what's inside. So, all right, one large bag. That's going to annoy some people. And, I get it. People want the sprues to be in separate bags because it helps prevent damage. And I don't think most of us mind paying a little more for that safety, but I think this one, maybe it's okay, because look, this is pretty cool. It's exactly 2 sprues, and only one of them is full size. It's this sprue, one sprue, and the clear parts sprue, and it is in a separate bag, which it should be. Keeps the clear parts from getting scratched, so that is very cool, very conscientious, very thoughtful. So, all right, let's see what we got here. All right, we'll look at this in a minute. Let's start with just seeing what all is included here. Look at this. We've got a set of masks. Those, just from my experience, look like they might be something like Aura Mask 810. I couldn't swear. Yep, there. Look, Aura. I bet it is Aura Mask 810. If you don't know, that is pretty much the favorite masking vinyl for all of us who have like the silhouette portrait cutting machines. It's good stuff. Will it work on these tiny little 1/72 scale canopy frames? I don't know. We'll see. You can see a little out of roundness with those wheel masks. That's kind of interesting. Might not be a big deal though. We'll see. And look, it's got a set of photo etch seat belts. I wasn't sure it came with belts at all, so that's pretty dope. Nice etch. And the radiator grill, yeah, really cool. Really cool. And, you know, brass, so hopefully it'll be pretty malleable and you can form it to the seat. I think what I would probably choose to do is put these on the seat first and then paint them second. I think that'll be the safest strategy. All right, let's take a look at the decal sheet and see what we got here. This is kind of interesting. It's got this protective sheet of paper. And it's on this weird blue backing paper. I don't know what I think about that, but this is interesting. So you've got, I guess this is captured Japanese capturing an American fighter markings. Got all the standard stuff. I mean, they're pretty shiny. They're obviously silk screened. I mean, yeah, printed by Tech Mod, right down there in the corner. I don't really know anything about Tech Mod. I've heard of them. I don't know what their reputation is, but these decals look great. I mean, the registration on them looks excellent. I mean, look at the checkers right there. Those are really nice. Oh, okay, there you go. Look at the tiny little kill marks for Ding Hao. That's pretty impressive because those are tiny, tiny, tiny and really nicely printed and in register. Okay, look at that little bitty nose art thing there. Tiny stencil that goes on the side of the fuselage. You can read that script. Damn, that's pretty good. I am impressed. And look, you got some seatbelts and prop blade stickers from Hamilton Standard. So, okay, and it looks like, oh, wow, we've got an instrument panel decal right there. Look at that. Whew. How's that going to work out? Guess we'll find out. Because I'm going to be building this one out of the box. Like, legitimately out of the box. So that's going to be interesting to see how the instrument panel looks and how we approach that. All right, here we go. This instruction sheet looks like it's got some nice historical stuff there. Wow, look at this. This is cool, man. Glossy print. Looks pretty busy, but looks like everything, yeah, just on first glance. So part of the reason is that you've got all this stuff in multiple languages. That's pretty cool. I'm not sure where this kit is produced. Poland, maybe? Not sure. But there's all the instructions for the seat. Let's see. Yeah, photo etch parts. Got two different versions of the seat. So again, we must be going to see those on the sprue here in a minute. This is the later version of the seat. Okay. Interesting. All right. There's all the radio stuff, gas tank stuff. I mean, it looks pretty straightforward. All right. It's Mustang cockpit. Seen lots of those. Anyhow. Oh, and look, lots of decals for the instruments on the sidewall. Yeah, this is going to be itty bitty. All right. Wow. And look, they even give you the color instructions for the inside of the wheel bay, where the skin is actually the underside of the top side of the wing, and it's just bare aluminum sheet, and all the stiffeners are painted in zinc chromate yellow. That's going to be interesting in 1/72. Here's what it looks like in 1/48. This is my Edward Mustang from my foil adventure, and that's what that wheel bay looks like when it's painted all up that way. So yeah, 50% smaller. We'll look at the parts here in a second. Anyway, so that's going to be an interesting masking challenge. I like this, that they show different colors for zinc chromate yellow in the tail wheel well, and then good old North American aviation interior green in the cockpit. So I like this. Good. And I like that the instructions are in color, that they show you where the colors are applied. This is pretty cool. Got a mixture of illustrations, mask, color separation instructions, and some 3D views from the CAD database. I like it, man. This is a high quality instruction sheet. So there we go. Yeah, all right. The sometimes controversial zinc chromate kick plate on the inner gear door. That doesn't have to be green. Sometimes it was, sometimes it wasn't. All right. Okay. So yeah, I mean, pretty straightforward. Again, it's a Mustang. Not a lot of surprises. Okay, let's see what we got here. All right, these are instructions for gas tanks. Okay, different types of canopies. Placement of the stencils. All right, and color plates. So we got all that stuff. All right, so hey, pretty standard. I mean, you got to have all this stuff, whether it's 1/72 or 1/32, right? So anyway, this is nice. I like it. It's small, so it'll stay out of the way. That's pretty cool. So that's the instruction sheet and the decals. And now, okay, I know what you guys want to see. You want to see this. This. Wait a minute. Something is not right. This can't be right. Okay. All right. We've got a wing top and a wing bottom. And look how tiny the fuselage is. Okay. That is a 1/48 Mustang fuselage, and that's a 1/72 Mustang fuselage. So, yeah, definitely dinky. But here's what's confusing me. There is no way that this is all the parts. Can't be. Fuselage, wings, gear doors. Okay, tailplane. That's pretty cool, the way that they've got the tailplane done as one piece. Oh, and there's how you get the fillet if it's on the variant that you choose to build. That's pretty cool. All right. Okay, there's the instrument panel. That's always something to look closely at to see the quality of the molding. It's kind of hard to see. Maybe this is why I don't ever do this at night, because it's easier in the daytime. But there you go. Pretty good. Pretty impressive. I mean, look, there's my fingernail. That's how small the instrument panel is. So that's gonna be fun. But yeah, all right. So look, these. Wow. Look at these panel lines and rivets. Can you even see the rivets? Look at that. That's exquisite. There's even a little bit of wrinkling going on there. I doubt that that's purposeful, you know, oil canning or whatever you want to call it. That's probably just more of a molding thing. But either way, you know, it's kind of cool. But look at the rivet and panel line detail on the nose. Just really, really crisp and fine. That's fantastic stuff. But I'm still confused because there's that sprue, there's the clear sprue. Is there a sprue map in these instructions? I did not notice. A sprue map is always a very handy thing, right? Let's see. Yeah. There's the cockpit floor. I don't see a wheel well. I don't see wheels. Okay, all right, here's what we need to do. This is sprue. What does this say right here? This says R0020. Okay, so look, there's parts, A parts, B parts. Obviously, there is more than one, supposed to be more than one sprue. This, I think, is the B sprue, because that's where the fuselage is, B1. Yep, B1 right there. And I bet the wing is going to be B something. Yep, B23. Yeah, so looks like this kit may be missing a sprue from this box. That is a bummer. But let's take a look at the clear parts. We do have those. I guess what's going to end up happening here is that I'm going to have to figure out how to get the additional sprue, and then we'll have to finish this video later. It's going to be a to be continued video. All right, these are the clear parts. I like the way that they've done the windscreen, where it's integral to that part of the fuselage. That's really nice, rather than making you glue the front of the windscreen directly onto the fuselage. So that's pretty cool. I mean, look, these clear parts look pretty good. Pretty thin. I kind of expected these parts to be kind of thick at 1/72, but they're not at all. These are really nice. And I think I'm probably going to end up building this canopy closed. I don't know, we'll see. But good looking clear parts. So, well, yeah, to be continued. Okay, so here we are like a week later, and I am just astonished because, as I said in the previous clip, I was missing one of the sprues for this kit. So I messaged them on Facebook. They gave me a link to their website, and there's a place there where you can go and register. You know, you got to create an account, which is no big deal. They just want your email address, and you tell them what you need. And so today I got a signature required package. Actually, I should back up. Literally within minutes after registering on their website, I had an email from them saying that I'd registered, which was cool, confirmation. Then the next day, I had an email from Poland Post, don't even ask me how to pronounce that, saying that I had a package on the way. And it came this morning, signature required package from Poland, and here is the missing sprue. So kudos to the guys at Arma Hobby for having a good system for that and making it super easy, because that's the kind of thing you don't really expect quick results on, if you get results at all. So that's really good to see. These guys are impressing me on multiple levels. And now let's take a look at this sprue, since we have it, and look at all of the little bitty molded details that are just fantastic. Give you they give you 3 different options for the vents on the nose. There's the landing gear, looks really good. The flaps, and again with the ultra fine rivet detail. I don't know if I can get it in the right light. Maybe you can see it there. Anyway, really, really good rivet detail. Just really nice stuff. The exhaust stacks, I think it'd be a little too much to hope that they would be hollow in the end. That would just require such a tiny pin in the tool that it's pretty much a non-starter at 1/72nd scale, but that's all right. So that's good. You get the 108-gallon paper tank option. You get the 75-gallon steel tank option. That's right. A lot of people don't realize these tanks were not aluminum. They were stamped steel and painted silver as opposed to being bare metal skin. Here's the tires, wheels and tires, and those look pretty good. I'm impressed that they were able to mold the tread as far around the sides as they were. You know, so you still got a little bit of cleanup to do, not too much. I mean, honestly, I wish everybody would do them this way. I mean, why not? That's great. The only sort of defect I see is really minor. There's a little bit of a sink mark on these outside gear doors. You can see it kind of right there in the middle. And when you flip it over, you can just see that it's because there's a cross-section change right there where that inset is. And that's just unavoidable. I mean, that's the shape of the part. So it kind of is what it is. Not much you can do about that. But this stuff all looks great. I'm excited that I got this so quickly. Okay, so there you go. A quick look at the Arma Hobby 1/72nd scale P-51B/C. I'm not going to call it a review because it's not. I mean, this is just a what's in the box kind of thing. I think in-box reviews as a rule are completely useless because the truth is that everything could look amazing on the sprues and then none of it fit properly, and it would in fact be a terrible kit. I don't think that's going to be the case here. I have seen quite a few people talking about this thing online, and Arma has already established a reputation for themselves as being a manufacturer that produces really nice kits that go together well. So I think that if I do an actual build review on this one, that it'll be pretty positive. I'm excited. Like I said, I've never built anything in 1/72nd, so this is going to be a tiny new adventure, and I'm looking forward to it. I might even go ahead and start soon. We'll see. Anyway, I hope that's informative for you guys, and as always, I appreciate you watching. Much love.